series. And what else should we talk about than the election today, the first day of the primary, and the Iowa caucus is on everyone's radar, is trending everywhere, and the results are in. We have almost 80% of the votes in, and the results are very, very, very tight in the case of the Democrats. We have Hillary Clinton, according to Politico.com, 50%, 50.3% of the vote, 21 delegates. Bernie Sanders, 49% of the vote, 15 delegates. I have also the results from Google. Google says with 78% of the reporting, Clinton, 15 delegates, 50.3%. Bernie Sanders, 15 delegates, 49%, less 1.3% of difference in between these two candidates. This is a cornerstone on the Bernie Sanders campaign. If we remember the polls at the beginning of the process, we had 30% of a difference in between the two. And now we see that when the people came out to the vote, they are right there next to each other. The big difference, Hillary Clinton brings in millions and millions and millions of dollars by the super PACs. Bernie Sanders, $3 million from individual donors. So that is the real voice of the American people. Half of the real working class people of this country wants Bernie Sanders to be the Democratic nominee. We'll see what happens. There's still 20% of the vote, so maybe we'll switch. I'm calling for Hillary Clinton to win this one. I hope that Bernie Sanders come out at the end the winner. But then we go to New Hampshire, and I think that that's going to be a different story. And this is very important because if the Senator Sanders wins these two caucuses, these two early primaries, the path is going to be very similar to what Barack Obama did back in 2008, snatching the nomination from Hillary Clinton. Now, let's go to the other side of the fence, the Republicans. There's surprises with the Republicans. Check this out. With 62% of the reporting, Ted Cruz surprising everyone, 28.3% of the vote, and Donald Trump second place, 25%, and Rubio, Marco Rubio, 21.3, 21.9 according to Politico.com that I have it here right there. Hopefully, we'll see that this is the trend of the Donald Trump campaign declining. The moment of truth when he had to prove that he was a real candidate with the possibility of getting the vote, he failed. We got Ted Cruz and Marco Rubio, two Latinos in the top three posts. We have Jeb Bush down in the single digits along with Kasich, Fiorina, Huckabee, under Rand Paul, under Ben Carson. The transformation of the Republican Party is evident. You have two Latinos in the top three and a bunch of insiders in the top five, and none of the establishment other than Ted Cruz. Ted Cruz and Marco Rubio are the standards of the Republican Party. The new Republican Party, conservative Latinos that they're trying to push away from the politics that they practice, is very, very telling of the future of this country when you see this type of representation of Latinos at the top level of the politics, and this is very critical for me to keep checking out what these two candidates are going to do, regardless if we support or not the way they think, the politics that they do, which I don't. But it's relevant to note and to share with the world that two Latinos are in the top three spots of the Republican Party. That is historical to me. Hillary Clinton leading by very, very little, just a little above 1% of the vote. 50.4% Hillary Clinton, 49% Bernie Sanders, Ted Cruz leading the Republicans 28.3%, Donald Trump 25%, Marco Rubio 21.9%. These are the results up to around 8 p.m. Pacific time, February 1st. Probably they'll stay like that, but we'll keep you informed. All this week I'm going to be discussing the trends and what is next for the candidates, along with many other new issues and topics that we're going to be talking right here in What JMO Thinks. Thanks for watching.